Top 10 UFO designs in Hollywood, including descriptions of the craft, how they fit into stories, and their influence on real-world UFO pop culture. Alright, picture this, a glowing disc hovering over the Devil's Tower, a silent triangle drifting through the night sky, or a massive cube with zero regard for aerodynamics, just bulldozing through space. Welcome to the UAP Files Podcast, where fiction meets phenomena, and today we're breaking down Hollywood's top 10 UFO designs that didn't just define science fiction, they shaped real-world pop culture, and even bled into actual UFO lore. From friendly tones in Close Encounters to full-blown sky blackout invasions in Independence Day, we'll explore what these ships look like, how they fit into their stories, and why some of them feel eerily familiar to what you hear in UFO UAP reports. These aren't just props, they're icons. So let's decode the myths and the messages. Let's get into it. At number 10, we start with one of the most elegant portrayals of contact, Close Encounters of the Third Kind. The ship, a glowing, rotating saucer, massive and layered like a living cathedral in the sky. Spielberg gave us smaller scout ships, all working in tandem with the mothercraft. And here's what's wild. Many real UAP witnesses, including pilots and military personnel, have described similar, intelligent light behaviour. Bob Lazar even mentioned craft powered by gravity propulsion that manipulated space-time itself, possibly explaining how these lights float or zip around effortlessly. This film helped reshape the image of aliens from invaders to cosmic visitors trying to communicate, and those 5 musical tones burned into pop culture forever. Next up, the one that set the tone, The Day the Earth Stood Still. A smooth silver disc lands in DC, doors sliding open, no visible propulsion, just a clean, eerie presence. This movie essentially invented the term flying saucer in public consciousness. Interestingly, it premiered just a few years after real-life sighting by pilot Kenneth Arnold in 1947, which were also described as disc-shaped craft flying like saucers skipping over the water, even though the saucer seen by Arnold wasn't actually a disc, it was more boomerang-shaped. At number 8, we crank up the scale, Independence Day. These weren't just UFOs, they were entire cities floating in the sky, complete with death beams and cloaking systems. This movie flipped the benevolent visitor script into full-on apocalyptic invasion. You know what? The idea of huge ships blacking out the sky mirrors real reports, like the 1997 Phoenix Lights, where a mile-wide triangular craft was seen drifting silently over Arizona. It's also worth noting whistleblower David Grusch has spoken about massive recovered craft stored in underground programs. Could something like this be real, or is Hollywood just prepping us for the idea?
Welcome to Earth.
Coming in at number 7 is War of the Worlds, where alien technology meets human terror. In the 1953 version, we get sleek manta ray ships with snake-like energy weapons. In the 2005 remake, it went darker, towering tripodal machines emerging from underground. The design almost feels organic, half tech, half creature. This living machine idea isn't far from some whistleblower claims about discovered craft that seem to have a biological component or even a consciousness behaviour. There's even classified info on UAPs disabling nuclear weapons, echoing how these invaders zeroed in on Earth's defences. Now we lighten things up with Flight of the Navigator. This craft was like a chrome teardrop that could change shape mid-air. Inside, voice-activated tech and a snarky AI named Max. Back in the 80s this seemed like pure fantasy, but now we hear of UAPs morphing, shape-shifting in mid-air and moving without sonic booms. Even some modern sensor footage from Navy pilots hints at strange craft that can change structure under observation. It's a family movie, sure, but it might have introduced a generation to the idea of smart, non-threatening alien craft, long before intelligent drones from New Jersey were part of public vocabulary. At number 5, we head to South Africa with District 9. A rusted, decaying mothership just hangs over Johannesburg. No lights, no glory, just grit. This was the first major alien film set in the global south, and it showed aliens as refugees rather than invaders. The ship design reflects that, functional, industrial and neglected. This lines up eerily with claims from some insiders who've said that we may be dealing with multiple species, some advanced, some stranded, and the alien tech? Improvised, even weaponized. It's a sobering spin on the UFO story. Meet the Borg cube, A literal black box of terror. No curves, no aerodynamics, just raw, menacing geometry. In Star Trek First Contact, the Borg represents a collective intelligence, part AI, part organic. The cube doesn't fly, it dominates space. This idea that alien design could defy human logic echoes what Navy pilots say about UAPs. No heat signature, no wings, no propulsion. Some theories even suggest these crafts aren't built for us to understand. The Borg cube is a metaphor for tech that thinks for itself. And, maybe, so are real UAPs. In the 90s, no show shaped the UFO conversation like The X-Files. It brought us the iconic black triangle, silent, massive and hovering. This wasn't just fiction. Sightings of triangular craft exploded during that era, especially the 1989 Belgian wave and the Phoenix Lights. Whether it was alien or back-engineered military tech, the X-Files made us ask, how much does the government really know? It didn't just show UFOs, it gave them a political and a conspiratorial weight still felt in UAP hearings today. Next, the most abstract UFO design on the list, Arrival. Towering, pebble-shaped craft that hover motionless, silently. Inside, a space where gravity and time feel wrong. These ships don't invade, they offer a gift, a new way to think. This mirrors recent philosophical turns in the UAP world. Some researchers, even ex-intelligence CIA agents, they've speculated that UAP may not be entirely physical, but dimensional or consciousness-driven. Arrival captured that perfectly. Contact as evolution, not destruction. And finally, Nope. At first it's just another saucer, but then it unfolds, revealing itself to be alive. A sky predator feeding on attention and people. Jordan Peele flipped the script. What if the UFO isn't carrying aliens, but is the alien? The idea of biological craft or sky entities isn't new. Even researcher Trevor James Constable theorised in the 50s that some UFOs were atmospheric life forms. It's fringe, but with new whistleblowers talking about craft that seem aware, Nope doesn't really feel so far off. Okay, that's it. I hope you enjoyed this compilation. What would you have included? Let me know in the comments, and please help support the channel with a like and a subscribe. And I'll see you on the next one.